This is Fantology.
You may have heard of us.
All right, what's up, fantasy book fans? This is Steven, your host from Fantology, with my lifelong friends, Jake, Josh, and Ryan, on for another Fantology episode. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Honored to be considered a lifelong friend. That's how it's going.
Yeah,
That was nice.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
That was uplifting, Steven.
Uh-huh. No, we got to show the listeners and the viewers that there's some chemistry here between us. And come on, we've been friends for what? How old are we? 11, 12, 13, 14? Well, yeah.
Like almost like 15 years.
Yeah, teens of years.
Yeah.
Our friendship is very mature.
I'll take it.
We're making junior high jokes about the taint at this point. That's how old our friendship is.
Can I just say that I'm glad that Josh is here with us today?
Josh has survived. It was a close call for Josh. We were almost the Fantology 4, and maybe it's too soon to even joke about that.
Might be. I just got back from the hospital this morning for a few days stay there. I have pneumonia. That's my update.
Doesn't have the Rona.
Doesn't. So
pneumonia.
They kept me on the COVID ward. Sorry, I don't want this to get political or whatever, but they kept me on COVID watch after 5 false tests or 5 negative tests. They finally said, okay, you don't have COVID. You can get off of the COVID ward now. Like I couldn't have no visitors. They had like this ventilation system in my room. Everybody that came in had to be like decked out with the protective gear. I had 5 negative tests, guys.
They're like, you don't have COVID yet? Well, we'll stick you with all the other people who have COVID. You'll have COVID once we're done with you.
Seriously.
All right, listeners, nice. Draw your own conclusions on that one.
Not to get political with that.
Yeah.
That was annoying. Yeah.
But he's with us today and we're happy about it.
Yeah.
We are happy. So we're going to keep this episode actually short. This may be one of our shortest ever episodes because we, in lieu of doing our monthly episodes where we do our bracket and our debate and all that fun stuff, instead we're going to try to focus November entirely on Wheel of Time. We have some exciting things coming down the pipe in the next weeks and days here as we get really geared up for Wheel of Time. So we're just going to focus all of our Fantology energies going to that. So this episode is going to be really short. We're not going to do a bracket this month. I'm sorry. I know people enjoy doing that. But we'll be back in December with that. December will still have Wheel of Time, but it won't be quite it'll be coming out weekly rather than like 3 in the first month. And there's all the anticipation right now and the trailers. Like the excitement for Wheel of Time has never been higher right now. And we've got to capture that. We've got to capture that lightning in a bottle. So that's got to be our focus.
Yeah, I think so.
Speaking of, what did you guys think about the trailer?
I didn't do my homework.
I loved it. Ryan is Mr. Bahumbug over here, but this was
we got to convert Ryan. We got to convert Ryan.
I was laying in my hospital bed, counting down the seconds to launch. Tuning in over at Mr. Innkeeper,
Dusty
Wheel's channel. I was there for it. That was the bright spot in my day. And the trailer itself was great. There's little nitpicks that I'm sure Steven, I liked your review that you put out on YouTube. I agree with most of that. Like there are nitpicks about it, right? Like, but I think that it looks like they're doing a great job overall adapting this thing.
Ryan, you got to watch it, man. You got to get excited. I want you to feel the excitement that we feel.
If you get too excited, then it just hurts that much harder if it's not up to your expectations.
Or you can have the excitement last longer in your life. You can have more joy for a longer amount of time. And then you don't have to get your expectations too high. Just get excited for what's to come.
Would you guys say your expectations are too high?
No.
I think mine might be too high.
Mine are very tempered. I think I'm going to like it no matter what. I recognize that. I think it's a good enough quality that if you're a fan of the books, the average fan of the books is going to enjoy it. there are some things that make me nervous and some changes I don't like. And there's some cheese factor to it that I don't think is non-existent. But for me personally, I don't think it's at a level that's going to make me dislike it.
Here's my kind of take on this is that I think for a long time, Wheel of Time fans have been like, if this gets a good adaptation, then it would be the next Lord of the Rings, right? And then it then became, if this got a good adaptation, it would be the next Game of Thrones, right? And it would be the best thing ever made. And now it's getting a good adaptation. Like they have made this good, right? Like they have put money into it, they've put time into it, and they've put serious resources behind it. So it's going to be some form of good, right? So now it's whether that can carry, it can carry it or not. And so I think that's where it can be a letdown still.
I'd agree. Like it's in the good category, but where it falls on like the like super good, 10 out of 10 good or not, I think you're right. The jury's still out on that.
It didn't get picked up by and I know we always go like it didn't get picked up by the CW or by like Sci-Fi Channel. It's not getting like a lower like B tier
or FXX.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so it made it out of that into like a production that's really putting some time, effort, and faith behind it.
Or Netflix. I would be very concerned if it was Netflix. I'm sorry, Netflix, but they don't put enough budget.
Yeah, I don't know if they would have done enough budget.
What are some of Amazon's biggest budget shows?
I honestly don't know. I don't know how big of a budget The Boys is.
I think
it's hard to tell. Big. The Carnival Row is comparable in terms of set and like creature effects, and they have the same person that worked on that's working on Wheel of Time. But I wouldn't really want the writing from Carnival Row to transfer over, but I would take the writing from The Boys. Like, I understand they're completely different projects that have been adapted and everything, but
also the Lord of the Rings budget is ridiculous.
Right.
But obviously we have not seen that. We haven't seen hardly anything from that.
Yeah. I guess, and like, I don't want anyone to think this is like too much of a criticism because like I said, I'm really excited for the show. I think it'll for sure be a good show. I think I'd be very surprised if it turned out to be like bad. But looking at the trailer, it does feel very much like this is a TV show where a lot of Game of Thrones felt like you could have put this up on a theater and seen it as a movie.
I don't know, man. I think sometimes we look back at Game of Thrones and we're like, every moment of Game of Thrones was amazing and they had like an unlimited budget and it was just like I watched.
That's true.
I went back, so I wanted to compare a moment from the trailer to the Tower of Joy thing, which is the R+L=J moment of Game of Thrones. And so I went back to YouTube and I watched that moment and I was like, this set doesn't look super great. Like it's medieval.
That's true.
It's like not everything in Game of like you compare to Game of Thrones, but I think sometimes our nostalgia there takes over a little bit.
And like I haven't seen any Game of Thrones since the finale, like the live finale. So it's been, what is that, over 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably honestly because I saw the trailer just after seeing Dune, and Dune is like to me a cinematic masterpiece, and it doesn't have that cinema quality feel to the cinematography.
Well, what was the dollar per minute of Dune that was spent?
I don't know. They put like, I thought they put like $1 billion or so into the first season of Game of Thrones or of
I thought that was the
Wheel of Time.
No, that was the Lord of the Rings. Isn't that the Lord of the Rings?
That's
number?
Lord of the Rings. Wheel of Time is about 10 million an episode.
Okay. Yeah. Whereas I'd assume Dune was like 100 to 200 million.
How much did it cost to send Jeff Bezos to space? Maybe we should have taken that money and stuck it back into the Wheel of Time budget.
That would have been better for humanity.
Yeah.
Ryan, I want you to watch the trailer and let us know what you think of the general quality. Like I had some concerns after watching the trailer, the most recent trailer. A lot of those concerns are no longer issues for me because I thought it looked just like really high quality for like the feel, the authenticity. It looks like it's going to be really good. there may be some cheesiness. Like I'm with Jake a little bit. I think one of your bigger concerns are the depiction of the channeling looks a little cheesy, like with the magic and maybe
and like I said,
yeah.
I think there is a cheese level to it, but seeing the teaser, I wasn't sure how much it would be there. And after seeing this bigger trailer, now I'm like, okay, it's there, but it's not a deal breaker at all.
And guys, honestly, I know you don't want to hear this, but there are some cheesy parts of the Wheel of Time. Like it is kind of a cheesy series.
I know it's not Game of Thrones in terms of the brutality and seriousness. It is very much more in that it's like a perfect midpoint between Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. So
yeah. Okay.
Like I'm Randall Thor and I'm chasing after a woman, and oh gosh, like Perrin would be so much better at this.
Yeah.
And Perrin,
that's not cheesy. That's 100% accurate to real life.
That's accurate. Yeah.
but like
real life is
cheesy sometimes.
That's the most realism you'll find in the Wheel of Time.
But like, oh, I'm running down an alley and then I climb up into a wall and then I fall into a garden and the princess saves me. Like that's some cheese. And that's like directly a cutscene from the first book. Sorry for spoilers.
Yeah, probably won't be in the first season though.
I'll tell you what, after this, after we finish this recording, I will go watch the video and post my comments in the Discord.
Good. And then watch the episode that Jake and I did yesterday.
Okay. And then I'll watch your review.
Yes.
And then record a little something like for YouTube Shorts or TikTok, just like a minute reacting
to Steven's reaction of the
I can't
reaction
do
to
that.
Steven's reaction to Rafe Judkin's reaction to the trailer via IGN.
That's what we need.
As someone who lives on YouTube, it just baffles me that there's a trailer out for an adaptation of a book series that you thought was at least good and entertaining, and you haven't seen it. Like that's just crazy to me. But I do watch. Like I was showing Josh the other day, and I think my YouTube like hours per day are like 6 or 7. So
holy cow.
Wow.
Like all I do at work.
I go through weird phases. Recently I've been watching mainly sports highlights on YouTube, so not really into fantasy YouTube yet or now currently.
Well,
change, Ryan.
You know who isn't a fantasy YouTube? Over 1,000 of our subscribers, because this is an exciting month for us as we reached that plateau, that heralded distinction of 1,000 subscribers, and the channel is monetized. And this is like, okay, it's only 1,000 people, but at the same time, like it's cool for us. So, well done, guys. And if you're listening and you supported and you subscribed, we really appreciate it. This is a fun thing to do for us, a fun hobby, and we appreciate all the support.
Yeah, as well as we don't want to forget about our podcast listeners, because we know that a lot of people listen via the podcast as well. And we've been talking about like the YouTube subscriber numbers, still a bit easier for us to see than the podcast numbers sometimes. But it's it's been really fun building this community up, and I still think the biggest success, in my opinion, has been, first of all, just spending the time talking with you guys about books that we love, and then the Discord community has been obviously like a huge success as well. So
yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. Like it's crazy that we've legitimately made friends over the internet via our love of sci-fi and fantasy books in our Discord. It's so fun.
And we get a lot of people on Discord. We get a lot of people on Discord who are like, I love fantasy books, but I don't have anyone to talk to them about. I'm so glad this exists. And that's fun to just kind of, chat with some people. And I feel like I've legitimately made some good friends on the internet.
Yeah. Like I'll see something fantasy or sci-fi related and be like, oh, this person in the Discord would appreciate this person I've never met in my life, but talk in the Discord. It's awesome.
The internet is a scary place, but our Discord is a safe harbor for you.
We are the
like fantasy.
Now that
the steadings of the internet.
Now that the political soapbox channel no longer exists on the Discord, it is indeed a safe place now.
There's some hiccups at the beginning.
It's some growing pains.
A little naivete on our part.
Okay, so in conjunction with this exciting 1,000 subscribers mark that we've reached, we told you we were doing this. We are in fact doing it. We are men of our word here. So we have a prize for 3 lucky winners. You were entered into this competition if you commented on YouTube videos that existed since we started the competition, which was towards the beginning of October. It's now the end of October-ish. And so we're cutting off comments now. Sorry, we didn't like formally announce that, but it's a mid-level YouTube channel. I think we're okay to just kind of go for it. So we're cutting off comments, and we are now going to do live on Fantology Podcast our drawing for winners, 3 lucky winners of Audible credits. And we will contact you, right, Josh, and ask you what book you want, and then gift the book to you. That's how it's going to work.
Yeah. We'll try and get in contact.
You can't just give the Audible credit.
Yeah, you have to gift the book, the book itself. So you can't gift Audible credits. You can just gift.
So we will hunt you down on YouTube. I assume there is a way to do that.
Yeah,
maybe we should have thought about that, but I assume
we'll figure it out. First of all, hopefully they're watching this if they're subscribed, and message DM us. But we know, we recognize a lot of the people on there, so we most likely have a way to contact you. If we don't, then you're watching this, then hit us up. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so in lieu of doing the fancy pulling names out of a hat, because we are in fact millennials, we are instead going to make a spreadsheet of names and do a random generator. Maybe not as exciting, but a little more convenient. So who's doing that? I think you have that, right, Jake? You're gonna do the generator right now.
Yeah, I have it up. So
okay,
we think we have added everybody. Our first winner will be. Look at the list. It is Aaron. I think that's 200,004. That's the username.
Aaron 200,004.
No, 200 or 2,000,004 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some number of zeros and a 4 at the end.
Yeah.
So you have won.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Aaron.
I think we can start out by like finding the comment and clicking on the user there, trying to message them via YouTube and everything. Okay. Winner number 2 is
number 2.
Okay. I don't know why this isn't working the way I thought it would. Is Benny Hendricks.
Hey, I know Benny Hendricks.
Yeah, we did a review of his book. Let's see if I can remember how to pronounce it.
Orlovak. It's Orlovak.
Orlovak or Orvulak. I can't remember. The V and the L keep swapping places in my brain.
It's neither. It's Orlovak.
Yeah, Orlovak or Orvulak. But
yeah, Orlovak.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Benny,
Benny's an author.
Yeah. And also we're seeing Dune with Benny this weekend.
All right, so we'll deliver his Audible credit in person.
Yeah,
I'll hand it to him.
It'll be an NFT.
Yeah.
You should give him cassette tapes.
Yeah, he's gonna get the actual books on tape.
Yeah.
Of whatever book he chooses. All right. And the
congratulations, Benny.
Yeah, congrats, Benny. The last winner is,
last but not least, third place just as good as first place in this case,
Donnie Wyckoff.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Commented on our latest trailer video. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Snuck on in there.
Yeah.
Right at the end. The trailer video just came out earlier today. It pays to comment on Fantology podcast videos. So if you're watching and you are one of those people, I guess we've got Benny taken care of since we know him personally. But if you are RN2 and then a bunch of zeros and a 4, or Donnie cannot remember the rest of the username, if you're one of those people, Wyckoff, go ahead and drop us I guess you can email us. You can. There's ways to contact us. Certainly.
And we'll try reaching out to you.
Or if not, we will find you.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet. Thanks again, guys, for getting us to that milestone. We feel like we're in the big leagues now, even though we are in the minors.
Very much not.
Very much. But
Yeah.
And thanks for watching ads on our videos now. Those exist.
Sorry. Although
Turn
I think
off
the ads
ad
were always
blocker.
there, right? The ads were
Yeah.
always there.
I think
Were they?
ads were,
Yeah.
YouTube still puts ads up and they just don't pay us for them until,
Ah.
yeah.
All right.
So
Thanks for fighting the power of big tech.
So your days of using ad blocker are now gone. Now you
Yeah.
have to watch them. I'm just kidding.
Whitelist Fantology, please.
All right. So what's our next milestone? 2,500, 5,000? We'll have to come up with our next goal.
When do you get the first plaque? Is that
I think
10,000?
I think it's like 100,000.
No.
All right.
No, I think you
100,000
get one
next year.
under,
Next year.
under
it is.
100.
Yeah, 2022, our goal is 100,000.
I need to look back and see how the other Wheel of Time, not that we're exclusively Wheel of Time at all, but other Wheel of Time YouTubers have done. I feel like they've gotten a pretty big uptick this past year, which has been cool to see.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they must be.
Did you guys want to talk about the books of Babel?
Yes. So this month, we told you we were doing a bunch of other things in lieu of the competition. A lot of it's going to be around Wheel of Time. We're doing a Wheel of Time bingo competition that we need to promote a little bit more. You'll see some stuff coming out about that. The idea is to make a bingo card with a bunch of things that like might happen in the show. And then as they happen, you obviously, put your chip over the marker. If you get a bingo, then hurrah, you've gotten a bingo. It'll be more exciting in real life if you get a bingo, but we're going to be creating our bingo cards with some other content creators and then submitting this out to the general fandom to try to get ideas and then to try to, get people to make cards and share them around. So, a little bit of extra buzz, try to do what we can to generate some buzz for Wheel of Time, even though there's already a lot of people doing stuff and a lot of buzz. We just want to add to it.
Yeah, and right now you guys can add to our Google form of like predictions you have for season 1. Obviously you can put things you've seen in the trailer and it's not going to guarantee you a bingo. You try to rearrange it, but I think it'd be more fun to try to, the whole point is to get excited about, okay, how are they going to do this? Like we saw the oath rod in the trailer. What does that mean for season 1? Things like that.
I think that would have been a pretty gutsy thing to put on a bingo card. Like seeing the oath rod, I wouldn't have counted on that, but now put that on there. Spoilers for the trailer, Ryan.
Do I even need to go watch it now? I feel like
that's yes you do.
Yes,
you do. You do need to.
We also got some confirmation of Pillow Friends, so that might be a good thing to put on there.
That's not in the trailer. That's in some leaked images.
Trailer, but
I don't know if we should address those.
Are those not official? I thought those were.
They're leaked images on Reddit, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, might be. Sorry, I saw somebody post that. Okay.
Yeah,
Forget I said anything.
That is the type of exclusive content you can find on our Discord, though.
Josh is channeling his inner Ben now.
Dude, give me a break, okay?
Yeah, that's the pneumonia talking. We'll give you a break there.
Yeah.
So link in the comments below to the form that you can add in your bingo. Follow us on social media. We'll be posting about that, and we want to involve as many people as we can. That's Wheel of Time stuff. We'll also be doing some videos leading up to the trailer. Maybe we'll try to come up with not the trailer, the beginning of the series. We'll try to come up with some unique way to be like why you should watch the Wheel of Time or what you should know about it before the series starts. And then we'll have some coverage of the episodes as they drop. Jake and I are taking the day off work and with your wife, Jake, and watching the first 3 episodes. We might get we might get my uncle Dan, who is on the Harry Potter episodes, to come watch it with us. He's never read the books, so we could have some good perspectives.
Has his wife read the books?
No. The 19th of November, Friday, the 19th of November.
She gave you the Wheel of Time companion book, and so
her sister has read the books. This is some backstory into my family, extended family, since I know the listeners are really interested. That's what we're doing for Wheel of Time. There'll be a lot of that. And then the other thing we're doing a lot of coverage of books of Babel. You've probably seen that in the last couple episodes we've released. I am reading The Hod King right now, book 3. It's up on my other monitor, reading it right now to try to finish it. as soon as possible because book 4, The Fall of Babel, comes out on November the 9th. And we have an exciting episode coming out before then that we're not going to announce yet, but look forward to that. So we're really enjoying this series. If you haven't heard of it, it's by Josiah Bancroft. It's a steampunk series. And as someone who has not read a lot of steampunk and honestly have not enjoyed a lot of steampunk, I've really enjoyed this series, and we're going to promote the heck out of this because it's a smaller series that we're really liking, and we'd like, I mean, when we come across things like this, we're trying to lift up the author and lift up the series because this is really quality stuff, and we want our listeners to find this stuff.
Definitely, as somebody who has just finished The Hot King, so I finished the 3 books of Babel that are currently released, I can give them Ryan and Amanda Rake's ringing endorsement. And
ringing endorsement.
Same
endorsement.
Here. Dude, The
And
Hot King.
I'm excited for the next book.
The Hot King got dark.
Have you finished it?
You finished it too, Josh?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh,
Dude, I've been in the hospital by myself for days on end. Yes, I finished it.
Okay.
Have you started book 4?
No, I actually haven't yet. I got signed into Nat Galley and stuff. But
okay.
Yeah.
We have can we say that we have an advanced
that's fine. Yeah,
reviewer copy of
That was a surprise that
book 4.
Steven was holding back on, but
no, it's an even better surprise.
Even better surprise.
Even better surprise. Yeah, we have an arc for book 4, so we're gonna try to read that in advance, get a review out right around the time of release. Again, I mean, one, so we can capture lightning in a bottle here and kind of get some views as things are coming out, but also to help promote because it's an exciting series and it's a conclusion to a series. I think a lot of people are interested, so let's try to get our opinion and try to get more people seeing a great series.
Mm-hmm. Go read them. Do it now.
All right, so that's going to be it for this episode. It was longer, as always, than I thought it was going to be, but we did cut out some of the normal stuff. We'll get back to that normal stuff, the debate and the competition and all that, the top 3 thing. We'll do that again in December, but November, we are locked in with content creation.
Did we announce the winner of this past poll?
Oh yeah. So last poll was won by Malkier Talks, a friend, a Wheel of Time content creator friend over in the UK. Check out his stuff. And his top 3 scary things were the Gamork, which from Neverending Story, which I've never actually seen. So maybe one of you tell me how scary it is. Yes, no?
I haven't seen it forever. Picture of it right now. Ooh.
I was thinking it was the wolf thing, but maybe not.
It is. It's the werewolf thing. It's Neverending Story is the thing that Dustin jokes about in Dustin and his girlfriend like sing the song to in Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
all I
loved
know
that
about
movie as a kid. It felt so epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he also did the go ahead.
I was just saying this is one where we all have older siblings, so we watched it, but Steven was the eldest in his family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also had the Golem from Wheel of Time. Golem, not Gollum. A little tricky there.
Very confusing.
Yeah. And then Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
So
solid.
Do you think he meant Nazgul the creatures or ring wraiths?
I think ring wraiths are Nazgul.
Ring wraiths are Nazguls. The things they ride are different.
They're
beasts. Yeah, this actually came up a while ago. I remember.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
All right.
But I made this mistake because I always do emojis in the Twitter poll. And for Nazgul, the first time I put the dragon emoji because I made the same mistake you did, Ryan. And then I thought about it and I was like, actually, it's not the fell beast. It's the ring wraith, the Nazgul.
Well, I have been corrected. So I've made a fool of myself on live podcast BookTube.
It's not live.
It's not live, but it is a very important thing that you're going to.
It's live now as we're talking to each other live. Maybe it's not live.
You're going to feel very embarrassed. Your grandchildren will see this.
I will hide my face in shame.
Every time you watch Lord of the Rings, you're gonna be like, hey, Grandpa, remember when you thought that was an asshole?
They'll be like, shut up, Bobby.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check out Books of Babel. Look forward to our exciting episode coming out soon. And watch the Wheel of Time trailer. Watch our reaction to the Wheel of Time trailer. Watch Ryan's reaction to the reaction of the Wheel of Time trailer, which will be coming to you soon on TikTok, apparently. And until next time, keep your sword sharp and all that stuff. See you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye.